How about now? Am I out of batteries? Can you hear me now? Ryan Davis can't hear anything. Cosmic Joe can't hear anything. Media M can't hear anything. There we go. I was saying hello, everybody, and welcome to the live reaction of episode 143, the Memphis street fight between Mike Anthony and K Toomer. And plus, we had Brandon Cutler, the Stooge. And I can't believe Terrence Ward even called him the Stooge during his intro. But what a match. Awesome stuff. Just wanted to prep you guys that tomorrow is our next live television taping at the WrestleCenter, featuring Impact Wrestling World Champions Eric Young and Josh Alexander. Who are these guys going to step in the squared circle with? If you missed Grind City Wrestling podcast this week, you need to go to Grind City Media. I'll share it on this YouTube page as well. Tim Bosby has casually called out Josh Alexander, saying that if he wants to be the best in professional wrestling, then he has to beat the best in professional wrestling. And so the challenge has been laid out. Will we get the Boz one-on-one with Josh Alexander? Get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv and use the code IMPACT at checkout and you will save $5. Also, for any aspiring professional wrestlers, anybody thinking of getting in the business, or if you're an independent professional wrestler right now, you need to go to WrestleCenter901.com. There are still a few spots available for the Josh Alexander Pro Wrestling and Tryout Seminar, taking place immediately after our television taping tomorrow, which is Sunday, November the 19th. All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys can hear me now. Rico says, Dustin, it means a lot to see Memphis Wrestling on YouTube. Most wrestling promotions don't take advantage. Well, you can watch every episode in full, absolutely free on this YouTube channel. And also, if you become a members only portion of this, if you join our members only, I believe it's only $3.99. You get to watch Memphis Wrestling before everybody else. You get behind the scenes photos, custom emojis, championship belt badges, and so much more. Big shout out to Destiny, who sent $4.99 during our live chat. That $4.99 will go to the ticket fund for kids and people who can't really afford to go out and have the disposable income to enjoy professional wrestling live. So big thanks to Destiny for that. And thank you to all of our members only fans. More videos coming soon. We posted an interview with Steve Swift. Steve Swift does rambling reviews. He's been reviewing Memphis Wrestling, gosh, for 3 years now. Also, I had a special sit-down interview with Coach Pillar, Murray Collum, who helped us put together the St. Jude fundraiser that raised over $15,000. It was in Pontotoc, Mississippi, Rumble on the Trail. So big shout out to him. So yeah, we're definitely taking advantage of YouTube the best way we can. And we're listening to you guys, the fans. Media says, when in doubt, hit the switch. Yeah, right. Rico, great episode, Dustin. Thank you so much. Question, will we see steel cage matches? You will not see a steel cage match inside the WrestleCenter, unfortunately, unless we figure out a way to custom build it inside that bad boy. But then where do you store it? So if you ever see a cage match for Memphis Wrestling, it probably will not be at the WrestleCenter. Media M says, I wasn't a fan of Mike Anthony and Toomer as a team, but against one another, I am sold. I enjoyed the main event. Want to see more matches with those two now. Well, that was supposed to be the match that settled it all. But I think King Cobra is going to have a little bit of a problem on his hands because Mike Anthony won the #1 contendership. King Cobra said he didn't do it clean. He didn't like how it went down, so he made another match that was a Memphis street fight, and K Toomer won it. So who's the #1 contender? Go ahead and put it in the chat. K Toomer or Mike Anthony? Especially after what happened today with K Toomer. I'm not going to say he dominated Mike Anthony because Mike Anthony beat the hell out of K Toomer with that chair. When it was all said and done and the smoke cleared and the dust settled, the big man, the 387-pound master of Fat Jutsu was standing tall. I'll tell you that. Sure enough. Also tonight at Dave and Buster's in Memphis, you can watch AEW Full Gear with us absolutely free. All you have to do is show up, take a left, go to the big ginormous televisions. You will see and you will hear us. Come watch AEW Full Gear with us absolutely free. Steve G says, hope Josh and Eric will be in the Rumble. We're not filming the Grind City Rumble until December the 10th, featuring Warhorse. If you don't know Warhorse, go look him up. He was on AEW. He has been all over the United States, especially in the last couple of years, Also, the Boogie Woogie Man, WWE Hall of Famer, Memphis wrestling legend, handsome Jimmy Valiant, will be there on December 10th, and he's going to be a part of our holiday celebration. So, December 10th is going to be huge. It's our final television taping of the year. It's the biggest event of the year with 30 superstars, men and women, entering a Grind City Rumble. The final two face off right then and there, one-on-one, and the winner heads to our super bout in February to get a championship opportunity of their choosing. It is going to be awesome. And add the fact that it's our Christmas holiday special with Boogie Claws, handsome Jimmy Valiant. It's going to be unbelievable. Tickets are already on sale right now. MemphisWrestling.tv. Get those tickets, reserve your seats. I believe ringside are almost already sold out, and we still have tomorrow to go. Ryan says, bro, that'd be a good technical match. Yeah, Boz versus Josh Alexander. Ben, look at that. Members only Ben here. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. He said, hey, Dustin, that's much better. Another great episode. Hope DDT makes a full recovery. Ben, you were there live. It was a very scary scene there at the WrestleCenter, and it lasted minutes and minutes and minutes. Maybe we'll put that footage up for you guys to see on our members only. But DDT was legitimately hurt in the ring. It was her ankle. Not exactly sure the prognosis on it. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure that she will not be in action at our television tapings tomorrow. So great job by all the security. Great job by the referees, all being there to help DDT out in a moment that we did not expect that to happen. Andrea says, hi, Dustin. Love you. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea. I love you too. Thanks for watching Memphis Wrestling. Rico says, you and I have a lot in common. We both love wrestling and Dave and Buster. I love me some Dave and Busters. Media M5, Memphis Wrestling. Every time I hear members only, I think of the 80s jacket. Well, I mean, you don't get an 80s jacket, but if you look at Ben here, Ben's got his championship badge next to his name. Rico says, my grandmother enjoys your commentary too. We'll tell her thank you. Me and Maria are just having fun. And of course, when you add Terex into the mix, it's just a lot. It's just a blast. We have fun doing it. Malone's Family Circle. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Dustin, how's it going? Can't wait for tomorrow. I can't either. This must be Tyler. Looking forward to seeing you there, buddy. Get there early. Meet Josh Alexander, and then also meet Eric Young. Those two guys, you're going to love them. We have a lot of action for you tomorrow. Willie says Cassandra Golden should beat the crap out of that Trick Nix. Not exactly sure that there's beef between Cassandra and Nix. They used to be friends, but definitely a lot of beef between DDT and Nix. After DDT's injury today, you could see Nix was making fun of her and laughing about it. What? I mean, that's totally not cool. You could hear MKZ. She had a problem with it as well. Always some beef between two former best friends, Nix and MKZ. So Andrea says, hi, Dustin. I hope DDT is going to be okay. That was scary seeing her injured. Well, when they went to take her boot off, that's when I started freaking out. Like, man, it reminded me of a Sid Vicious situation. And anybody that knows that situation, it was not good. Fortunately, it was not as bad as that. I don't know exactly where it stands, but when that boot started to come off, your boy started to get a little nervous. Willie says speedy recovery for DDT. Rico says ROH needs to take notes from you guys. I'm not sure where Lurvy is, but it sounds like the NWA does too. Steve G, Mike Anthony is what he said. Malone's Family Circle. That means Mike Anthony, number one contender, even though he lost today. Do you guys agree with that? Malone's Family Circle says Grind City Rumble, Brett versus Toomer versus Mike. Ooh, you're going to have to talk to King Cobra tomorrow about that one. Cosmic Joe, rubber match, last man standing. Oh boy. Ryan says Mike Anthony, K Toomer in a regular match for the number one contendership. Do you think a regular match would go with disqualifications, countouts, whatever? You think those guys are going to be contained inside the ring? I don't know. Maybe with the number one contendership on the line in a rubber match, perhaps. But man, it didn't look like they'd be able to do it today. Andrew says, hi, Dustin. K Toomer absolutely destroyed Mike Anthony and got his revenge. Sure enough. How about you? I thought it was an awesome match. Both guys literally beat the hell out of each other. And I know that they are sore even still to this very day. And then also both of those men will be there live tomorrow at the WrestleCenter. Rico says, if it was me, I'd have a number one contenders to put their spot on the line before whenever the title match takes place. Warhorse rules ass is what Ryan Davis says. Malone's Family Circle says, is Warhorse and Boogie the only two for December 10th? We will have some more for December 10th, but stay tuned. Also, Warhorse and Boogie, I mean, come on. How much bigger can you possibly get? We had Moose last year. I thought Moose was awesome. Thunder Rosa and Jordan Grace the year before that. Thought that was awesome. Boogie and Warhorse, think it's going to be tremendous, but stay tuned. There will be more returning to Memphis Wrestling at the Grind City Rumble. All right, Andrea says, hi, Dustin. I think Memphis Wrestling will be so much better with the Boz and MKZ with gold each. How about you? Next week, right here on Memphis Wrestling, it is winner takes all. MKZ will defend her Memphis Wrestling Women's Championship with the Boz as her tag team partner against the Lane Dynasty with the Internet Championship on the line. Who will leave with all the gold? I can't wait to see it. Let me skip ahead real quick because it looks like we have a $10 donation. Big shout out to the Media M5 tickets for those who need. One day when I'm able, I will be there. Media M, you just let me know because I will hook you up with the ticket. Big shout out for the $4.99 earlier from Destiny, who is a members only fan, and then big shout out to Media M5. Thank you so much. Those tickets or that money that you donate right here goes towards tickets for kids and fans who don't have the disposable income to come live to Memphis Wrestling that want to come. So big shout out. Thank you so much. I'm going to put a little heart right there for you. Media M5. You guys give him a sub if you so dare. All right, let me get caught up here. Rico says you got to check out the Nightmare Factory and Rhodes Wrestling Academy showcases. Okay. Patrick says besides UWN and Derby City Wrestling and Memphis Wrestling, what's your favorite promotion to watch? Probably have to be WWE. And I mean, I watch some of the other promotions just to kind of get a good idea of the show. We were talking about NWA earlier. I feel like the NWA just doesn't have a similar feel. You know, it doesn't flow quite as well as what I feel like Memphis Wrestling does. And maybe I'm being a homer, but also I'm a wrestling fan and I like what I like. Do like watching WWE. Even though the storylines aren't as consistent as I want, I do enjoy AEW as well. And I'll be at Dave and Buster's tonight watching AEW Full Gear. Speedy recovery for DDT. Best wishes, says Ryan. Ben says, I once met Jimmy Valiant at an old Memphis wrestling show at Mid-South Coliseum in the early 2000s. Well, I'll tell you, he probably hasn't been here since mid-2000s. So I would say it's probably been 2012 or 13 since he's been here. So over 10 years since Hampton Jimmy Valiant has been in Memphis wrestling or been in the Memphis area. And also, I hate to be like this, but there's been so much news and we've lost so many great superstars. Handsome Jimmy Valiant at 80 years old and still rocking strong. You don't know when the next time Handsome Jimmy Valiant will be in Memphis. So if you're in the area and you want to meet the living legend, you got to be there. Get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv, especially fresh off the heels of hearing the latest health update of Bill Dundee and then also the health scares as of late with Jerry the King Lawler. Definitely am going to love seeing Handsome Jimmy Valiant live at the WrestleCenter. Big shout out once again to Media M5 for that $10, man. I really appreciate that. I know somebody's going to enjoy it. Rico says my journey to be a pro wrestling starts in early December in Jacksonville Continental Championship Wrestling. Well, good luck to you, Rico. Maybe we'll be booking you one day. Steve G says, what about Johnny Robbie for the Rumble? Johnny Robbie, I believe, is out in California, so you can probably see her in Championship Wrestling presented by Car Shield. Rico says it's definitely all or nothing for Bosby and MKZ. Just imagine if Bosby and MKZ loses, that could literally tear their friendship apart. MKZ's putting it all on the line for the Boz to get another opportunity. Glenn says best 3 falls settles Mike and Toomer. That's not a bad idea. Hello, Ronald. How are you? Malone's Family Circle says, where were the Twins of Salem today, and will we see Otis back to get all 3 on Memphis Wrestling to take over Memphis Wrestling? No, we will not see Otis, but yes, you will see the Twins of Salem tomorrow live at the WrestleCenter. Willie says it would be nice if Rosemary, Jessica Havoc, Thunder Rosa, and Camille come to Memphis Wrestling. Well, we've had Thunder Rosa, we've had Camille. I would love to book Jessica Havoc, and I think we were close to booking Rosemary at one point. Speaking of that, I would love to book Sue Young. What about Sue Young? Anna Kate says, will Atlanta Wrestling return? No, does not look like it's going to return. Rico says, you and Maria are fun to watch. Thank you, Rico. We're having a blast. You would only imagine the notes that Maria's writing on her paper or the things that she says during the commercial breaks that you guys don't hear. Patrick says, wait, What did you do when you worked in WWE? I did a lot of different things. I was there in the developmental system for a year. I was a professional wrestler, got there, boom. Then they wanted to make me a ring announcer and a referee. So I did refereeing, lots of backstage stuff, head of the ring crew, things like that. And then it was told, hey, we know you want to go do other stuff. So go back to Memphis, get over. You can come back whenever you want. And I know this sounds crazy, but the opportunity to go back doesn't look quite as good at this point because I'm able to work for the Memphis Grizzlies, the Memphis Hustle, the Memphis Redbirds, 901 FC, Action News 5 Plus, Memphis Wrestling, you name it. I mean, I can basically do whatever that my schedule allows or whatever the boss lady allows. But yes, I was in WWE. So we modeled the WrestleCenter and our training facility very similar to what FCW and Steve Kern had in the developmental territory days of about 2010. Cosmic Joe says, who do you think's behind the devil mask on AEW? I think it's been stretched out way too long. I mean, we've been going a couple of weeks now with who ran over Flex, but my goodness, like, give it to us already, right? It's got to be Dr. Britt Baker. Also, the devil mask attacked a heel. So who cares? Didn't we want the heel to get beat up? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Rico says, what advice you have for upcoming wrestlers or people getting into the business? I would link up with a wrestling school that goes above and beyond. Just like tomorrow, right here at the WrestleCenter, Josh Alexander will be conducting a pro wrestling seminar and tryout. So if you are an experienced professional wrestler and you want to be on Memphis Wrestling, come to the Josh Alexander seminar and show us what you've got. We've had Shane Douglas, Jonathan Gresham. I mean, the list goes on and on. Gabe Sapolsky, Jerry Lynn. I mean, it's literally the who's who of pro wrestling seminars, and Josh Alexander is coming up tomorrow at the WrestleCenter. Go to WrestleCenter901.com and register. Andrea says, hi, Dustin. I'm super excited that former Impact Wrestling World Champions Josh Alexander and Eric Young are coming to Memphis Wrestling. How about you? I think this is going to be one of my favorite shows. And I know I say that a lot, but Josh Alexander is as legit as it gets. And then also Eric Young, me and him go way, way back. He's from the Nashville area. We worked on a lot of the same shows, same promotions and stuff together as well. Can't wait to see him. Rico Dawson, you guys get there at 12:30 so you can meet those guys at our VIP experience. Rico says, Dustin, you're someone I want to work with in the future. All right, sounds good. Steve G, if Bosby and MKZ lose, you need to bring in Heather Monroe and get her revenge on Nikki Lane. It's been years overdue. I'm not sure what Heather Monroe is doing, but I'd love to see her back here in Memphis Wrestling. Patrick Bell, wow, no wonder you probably didn't recognize me from the WWE developmental, I can tell you that. Rico says, pro wrestling is my chance to find personal growth as I'm 20 years old, my birthday last June. Well, Rico, you can absolutely do it, but you cannot quit. The only way to 100% guarantee that you will never make it is by quitting. Dave Walker says, Maria keeps you honest, that's for sure. I never know, literally, what's going to come out of her mouth during commentary. Rico says, not only am I new to pro wrestling, but also life. There's so much I have to learn, and I will. Yes, you absolutely will. Just keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Malone's Family Circle. Will we ever see former Memphis wrestling superstars? Meklikoff? No. Walker Hayes? No. Action Jackson? No. Zay Washington? Yes. And will we ever get R&D? I don't even know who that is. Who is R&D? Bo said, had a late start this morning. Got to catch up on today's Memphis. Man, you got to check it out. It was awesome. I don't want to give you any spoilers, even though we kind of are. But the show was absolutely loaded. We had women's division action. We had trios action, which was a little bit weird. We had the gun show. Boom! In action against Brandon Cutler. And then also a Memphis street fight. One for the ages. I guarantee you there's bruises and welts all over both competitors' backs. Heather Monroe was in the NWA. I haven't seen her in the NWA. Mercedes says, Dustin, do you think Mercedes Moné will appear tonight at Full Gear? No, I do not think it will be her. I think she's going to return to the WWE in 2024. That is a no-brainer. Rico, Dustin, you're my best friend. I appreciate it, man. Andrew says, hi, Dustin, great show. I love the match between Josh Alexander and Will Ospreay this past Thursday on Impact Wrestling. How about you? I did not see it. I'm still trying to catch up. It's TV week. There's been so much going on at the WrestleCenter, updating some things here and there and getting ready for the show tomorrow. I'll be headed there in a moment just to finish a little last prep before bell time. but I look forward to seeing it. Rico says, can I say Big John Dalton outsmarted that phony Reverend Ash Taylor? I don't know if you guys saw the matchup screen today, but in the trios tournament, the match has been made. The Righteous Path will go against Team WrestleCenter, and that match happens next week on Memphis Wrestling. The winners move on to the finals, which is a triple threat trios match with the rings on the line. Malone says Raphael King and Devin Nicole from Wildfire along. Oh, okay. I didn't know who you were talking about. No, I don't even think that they're wrestling anymore, as far as I know. Jamie says, love the King's TV time today. Oh, yeah. Right in the intro. Yeah, Jamie propped up there with his crowns. The king of our Memphis wrestling. Rico says, I love the advice. Definitely going to help me in the long run. Yes, you just got to work hard. You can't just work hard at training. You have to work hard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right, guys, I've got just a couple of more minutes, and then I got to get out of here. As I said, I'm headed to the WrestleCenter. We're going to do a little bit of cleaning and just updating some stuff before tomorrow. Make sure that we're ready for the live audience. Would Tessa Blanchard be welcome in Memphis Wrestling? Yeah, why not? Tessa Blanchard is pretty good, right? I haven't seen her doing very much lately. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think I did see something from AAA. Is that correct? See if I missed anything here. Guys, remember, if you want to watch Memphis Wrestling early, you can join our members only right here on YouTube. You can earn championship badges, use custom emojis, get access to photos that have never and will never be posted anywhere else again. Also, special interviews, special Q&As with myself on stuff that I won't necessarily discuss right here. I can do that in our members only. Rico says today was my day off, which I was surprised. Yeah, getting a day off on a Saturday is pretty good. Jamie says, is it true that handsome Jimmy Valiant is coming to Memphis Wrestling? Oh, yeah, he's definitely coming. That's going to be Sunday, December 10th, our last television taping of the year. The legend himself, handsome Jimmy Valiant, is coming. Jamie, get those tickets. You probably already have your ticket, though. Reggie Cook says, hey, Star, I'm a top fan of your Facebook page. Well, I really appreciate that, Reggie. Thank you so much, and thanks for the shout-out. Patrick says, I just found a match with you from 2006. Oh, you need to fast forward. You need to watch me versus Matt Hardy, me versus Jeff Jarrett, me versus Buff Bagwell. You need to watch some of that newer stuff, not the 2006 stuff. Andrew says, hi, Dustin. Thank you for answering my questions. I appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's a big week coming up. Next week on Memphis Wrestling, talk about Thanksgiving weekend. You've got two best friends against husband and wife on Thanksgiving weekend. Winner takes all. It's going to be awesome. Don't miss it. Willie Bowen, adorable Andrea, you have a great Thanksgiving. Jamie says he does have his tickets. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Rico. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap it up here. I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at our live television taping, and then also right here for our live chat next week when it's winner takes all. MKZ and the Boz versus the Lane Dynasty. It is going to be tremendous. Also tomorrow at our live television taping, will we get Josh Alexander versus Tim Bosby 1-on-1? What's next in the women's division? What's going to happen after winner takes all? There are so many questions as we're on the road to the Grind City Rumble, and then that's the fast track to our anniversary blockbuster spectacular, the Super Bout. Media M, thank you so much. Anna K, enjoy the holidays yourself. Cosmic Joe, thank you so much. Willie says you and Maria have a great Thanksgiving. You do as well. Later, Ryan. See you later, Rico. All right, everybody. I am Dustin Starr. Reminding you one more time, if you want to save $5 per ticket, use the code word IMPACT at memphiswrestling.tv. And also, I highly encourage you to go ahead and join our members only. It's only $3.99 a month, and you can see there are several championship belts next to names here in the chat. So we really appreciate all of our members, and we've got some really, really good stuff coming up very soon. Just like unboxing, we're going to have Superstars unboxing professional wrestling toys coming soon, and it's absolutely manic. So I'll see you guys later. I am Dustin Starr. Ben says, see you tonight and tomorrow. I will be there. AEW Full Gear tonight at Dave & Buster's. It's absolutely free. Come drink a beer with myself and Ben Vanderberg. He's got a championship badge next to his name. James, I appreciate you. I saw you in the live chat. Thank you so much. He says, great show. Thanks, Dustin. And I'll say it one last time. Thank you for joining me for the live reaction and, of course, the brand new episode of Memphis Wrestling. Go ahead and hit like and sub. And if you want and you have wrestling friends, go ahead and share it with them as well. But I am Dustin Starr saying so long, everybody. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys.